Hi guys, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I have some helpers. I have two of my grandsons here. We have Jeremiah and Ezra. Can you say hi? Hi. They're here visiting for a couple weeks, and so they wanted to be part of the video as well. So I said, come on over, let's have a little fun. So before we get on with the video, I want to say welcome. If you are new here, my name is Brenda. This is my sleepy Oliver, and you just met my grandsons. And if you're returning, you guys are the best. So with all that being said, let's get on with the video.
Okay, DIY number one. So for this DIY, I took 4 of those small hanging wood planks from Dollar Tree. I'm going to put them together. I'm not going to have them even. I have them laid out just as you see. And then I'm using the giant craft sticks that I have cut off the ends off of. And I'm going to use those with wood glue and hot glue to attach each of those sticks together, or planks. And then I'm going to paint it front and back with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. Then once it was all dry, I'm going to take my chalk couture transfer here, and since this is so large, I am going to fuzz it half of it at a time. So I fuzzed it about 4 or 5 times, and then I turned it over and I'm going to put my fuzzing mat down and then fuzz the rest about 4 or 5 times. Now, if you're not familiar with chalk couture, I am a designer, and these are self-adhesive silk screen stencils. And the reason why we fuzz them the first time we use them is because if we don't, then the stickiness will be so strong that it can pull up the paint or stretch the stencil. So I'm going to use my Shimmer Violet chalk paste on this. I'm going to take my squeezy. I'm just going to go all the way around my signs with this chalk paste. Now, if you are interested in chalk couture, I do have a link in my description box for it, and you can go visit my page and see anything and everything there is to see about chalk couture. If you have questions, you can always send me an email. I would be happy to answer any questions about it. A lot of times I like to recommend, if you want to try it out, to sign up for the subscription, which is Chalk Couture, Club Couture, sorry. And that is $21.99 a month. You get an exclusive 8x11 transfer, 2 or 3 coordinating chalk paste, and any surface that might come with it for the month. You do have to sign, if you sign up for it, you do have to sign up for at least 3 months. But we also have a new perks member member perks, something like that. That's a little different, but you get 30% off of anything. So you can check into that and let me know if you have any questions. So once I was done with that, I washed off my stencil or my transfer, and then I painted that little wood piece from Hobby Lobby with my white. I got these from Amazon. These are rub-on transfers that I absolutely love. I thought they were gorgeous, and of course I had to get them. And of course they're purple, and purple is my favorite color. So I loved them, and I thought it'd be so much fun to do a little lavender and lemon video. So we are going to use some of these on my DIYs today. So I'm just kind of giving you a little glimpse of what they all look like. They are a little different than our normal rub-on transfers. They really don't take very much rubbing. They're almost a vinyl-y feel, so it's a little different than what normal rub-on transfers feel like. But I picked out this one. It says Hello Summer. I'm just going to rub it a little bit. You don't have to rub them very much. And then I'm going to remove the top piece. Now the top piece is very sticky, so you kind of have to remove it slowly so it doesn't pull up any paint. But then I picked 2 more of these images from my rub-on transfers, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put one on each side of my words there, and then I'm going to rub and pull up that top plastic piece. And then once I have both of those done, I'm going to take my wood glue and hot glue. I'm going to put it on the back of my sign just like you see, and then I'm going to glue it to the front of the purple plaid sign. I love this, you guys. These DIYs I just love because, of course, they have my favorite color on them. I love lavender, and I think this is so fun. I love the yellow with it too. So then I took some lavender. This came from Walmart this year, and I stapled them on, and then I had some of these lemon stems from Dollar Tree, so I cut them down and I am just going to staple them on as well. And then I'm going to take this ribbon. Now I got this ribbon I think last year at Sam's Club, but if you want to recreate this, use any kind of ribbon that goes with what you have. And I'm making the two bows by doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching them up in the middle, and then tying them together with some jute string. That way it just holds the shape in place. And then once I have that tied very tightly, I'll trim off the pieces of twine, and then I'm going to dovetail the ends of my ribbons. And I did all 4 ribbons. You just fold in half and then cut at an angle. Then I'm going to hot glue it down to in the middle of my greenery there, and then I use my stapler to just kind of put few staples in it to hold it down for permanent use, whatever. And then I am just going to add a twine hanger and add some knots on the back, and that's all there is for this one. I love this one. I think this is my favorite out of all of them. I just think it is so pretty and so fun. Yeah, you have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below.
Hi guys, I just wanted to stop in again real quick and thank you guys all. I always love to stop and say thank you. To me, it's more meaningful, maybe. I don't know, at least it is for me. In my mind, I picture all of you, even though I don't know what you look like. I see your names, and you guys, you're always in my mind, and I appreciate you so very much. And if you are new and you enjoyed today's video, and if you like home decor on a budget, make sure you hit that red subscribe button before you go. Become part of our YouTube family, and then let me know in the comments that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. So with all that, let's continue on with the video.
Okay, DIY number 2. So I'm going to take one of these wall tiles and this 12-inch wood round from Dollar Tree. I'm going to trace the wood round on the back side of the tile. And then I cut it out. Then I'm going to use an X-Acto knife, and I'm just going to cut out the middle part of this tile. And you can kind of see a little line that goes around this part. And I'm just following that line with my X-Acto knife until I have it all cut out. Then I took my Type-On Quick and Thick multi-purpose glue, and I am using this awesome brush that Kathy Jo with Kathy Jo DIY, she's my best friend, she gave me this for my birthday, and I love it. I love using this with that glue. It just gets it everywhere. Once I was done, I took the backing off of my tile there, and I'm just going to lay it on. And then I realized, oh my goodness, I put it in the middle, and I didn't want glue in the middle. So I took a baby wipe. Actually, I ended up having to use 2 to wipe off all that glue that was in the middle because I didn't want it to have glue. Then I painted it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. I painted the front and the back and the sides. And then I took this Violet Pansy by Folk Art, and I did a light brushing over the raised areas. And you can see that very top part I went too thick, and I didn't like that, and I was like, what am I doing? So I started wiping my brush off more on my cloth there, and then I decided I was going to go over the edges with the yellow, but I decided I didn't like that, so I do change that out in a minute. But I added another one of those rub-on transfers right in the middle, and as you can see, I used some of that pansy, whatever it's called, to go around it. And I decided after I got my rub-on transfer on there, I just didn't like it. It was too dark. So this was a work in progress. So I took, once I got this removed from the center, I took some metallic paint from Folk Art, and it's called Amethyst, and I just love this. It's so pretty, and it's kind of sheer a little bit, so I did have to do a couple of coats, but I went over that dark color to kind of make it a little lighter so it wasn't so bright. And then I also went over the yellow too, because I didn't like the yellow. I'm taking some ribbons. I think there was 6. These both came from Sam's Club. I cut the ends, I dovetailed the ends, and then I'm just going to make a bow by scrunching them up in the middle so they kind of look like a bow tie. And then I'm just going to alternate the colors, and I'm going to kind of zigzag's not the word I'm looking for, but offset them a little bit as I pile them on. And then once I have them all done, so you can see right there how it's looking, and then I just kind of crisscross. Crisscross is the word I was looking for. There we go. And then I'm just going to take some twine, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around the bow and tie tight again, making sure that, you know, all of those pieces are inside of that twine. And then once I have this all done, I did fluff it up a little bit. I took some more of the lavender from Walmart. I'm taking a zip tie here. I'm going to zip tie them together. And then, what did I do after that? I don't know why I showed you all of this. This took me forever, but I am tightening it. And then I'm going to cut off that long piece there. I moved the end down some so it would be not as easy to see. And then I'm going to use my hot glue and glue that in. Now I would recommend using a stronger glue, but since I just used hot glue, I am going to add a couple of staples to hold those lavender pieces down. Then I used hot glue and glued the bow on top of the zip tie. I'm adding these leaves came from the lemon stem, and then I'm going to glue a couple of little lemons in the middle of all of that. And then I went, oh, I covered the holes. I put the holes were on the bottom. So it was like, oh, wait, the holes are on the bottom. How am I going to do that? So I had to use my big mouth crocodile to create new holes. And then this is just some of that macrame cord that comes with the shelves from Dollar Tree. I have a pile of them, and they're sitting next to me. I'm like, why don't I just use a hanger with this? So I did. So there you go. There it is. You have to let me know what you think about this. I like it. It's not my favorite, but yeah, I think it turned out okay. You have to let me know what you think about it as well. Okay, this is a celebration of your recreations, and we have these pretty pieces that Amy made. I love them. Thank you so much for sharing them, Amy. And then Renee made these cute pieces. Everyone's doing patriotic. It's amazing. And then Belinda did these lovely signs too. I love them all. Thank you, ladies, so much for sharing. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. So here's DIY number 1 or 3. Oh my goodness. DIY number 3, you guys. So I took a Pringles can and I marked the halfway point. And then I took this handy dandy little saw that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut it in half. And once I have this cut in half, there we go. Come on, you can do it. There we go. I painted it white, and I did have to paint it a couple of times just so you couldn't see all that writing and stuff. Then I took these amazing scissors that Kathy Jo told me to get at Harbor Freight Tools. They will cut through so many things. So I knew that they would cut through the cardboard part, and I wasn't sure if they'd cut through the metal part on the bottom, and they do. They cut through it really well. So I had drawn lines down the side. I didn't want it completely half. And then I'm just cutting. You can see it's just cutting right through. Once I got it up more, then it cut right through it just like that. Anyway, so then I took my hot glue and I'm going to cover those rough edges with some of this ribbon. This, I believe, came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to glue it all the way around. Of course, when I saw that it was plaid and it was purple, I had to get it, and I added it to the bottom as well. So then I'm going to take another one of those rub-on transfers and I'm going to add it right to the middle here. And yeah, this was a little harder to get off of that cardboard. It did have, I think there was 2 just very, very small parts where it was pulling up the paint. So you really couldn't tell, but yeah, I had to be really careful on that. Then I just made just a regular shoestring bow, and I dovetailed the ends, and I'm going to glue that right on the top. And then after that, I'm going to take my hot glue gun. Now, if you are recreating this, you might want to use a more permanent glue. For video purposes, I just use the hot glue, and I'm just going to glue that onto one of these Dollar Tree signs. And then I put some floral foam inside of it. I put this lemon branch from Dollar Tree, and then some of the lavender from Walmart, and I'm just gonna just start filling it all up. And once I had it all filled, and by the way, I did get those lemon picks last year at Dollar Tree. I don't know if you can still find them, but if you can't, I know, check Hobby Lobby for those, because theirs look even more real. And they usually have 40% off. And sometimes I buy the bag of lemons from Hobby Lobby because it's a better deal, and then you could always glue them on to sticks or whatever. So I had some lemon ribbon from Dollar Tree that I added to the bottom of my sign, and then I went over it with some of that purple ribbon, and then I'm going to use some of that purple ribbon as a hanger. So I just added some tape to the end so that I could bring it through the holes and then tie knots on the ends in the back, so that way they don't come through the holes. And then I'm going to add the same ribbons, the lemon and the purple ribbon, on the top part, just like I did on the bottom. And there it is. I think it is so pretty. I'm really loving the purple and the yellow together. I don't know. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, DIY number 4. So for this DIY, I got these 2 little jar wood cutouts from Shirley Gutierrez, and I'm going to use those 2 and some tumbling tower blocks. I'm going to paint them all with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. Once they were dry, I took this rub-on transfer with the bike. It's so cute. And I'm going to add this to the front of one of my cutouts. And then once I have that all removed, here I am trying to be very careful not to pull up any paint. Yeah, the top parts of these is so sticky, you guys. You really have to be careful when you pull those up. So I took the tumbling tower blocks that I painted, and I'm going to glue one on the bottom of the other cutout, and then I'm going to I'm going to glue one on each side. It's been a long day, you guys. I still have my grandsons here, and like you saw, and yeah, it's been a long day. I'm going to glue the top part here, and then I'm going to add those 2 together, and I'm standing them that way so that they're even. And then I'm going to take some more of that purple plaid ribbon, and I'm just going to glue around my mason jar. Now, I probably could have done a little bit better job gluing it, but I was kind of in a hurry. My husband had taken the boys with him for a little bit, and I was trying to get this done before they came back. And so I was kind of rushing, but normally I would have done a little bit nicer job. But anyways, I still think it turns out cute. I'm going to go all the way up the side. I went all the way around it, and then I decided, instead of trying to get it to turn, I'm just going to cut the edge, and then I'm going to just cut another piece and then just put it around the top part, and I just glued it inside. And then I'm going to make another shoestring bow. I'm going to show you how I did it, and I'm just going to tie a little bow here, and then I'm going to get it to the length that I wanted, cut it down, dovetail the ends, and glued it right on top. And then I'm going to fill it. I did add a little bit of floral foam inside, and then I'm just going to start adding some lavender. And because I didn't have any more lemons, I just went and I'm going to grab some yellow flowers. These are a heather pick that I got from Walmart this spring too. And I just loved them, and I just thought I'm just going to add some yellow flowers to it. That will make up for not having any more lemons. And there it is. It's so simple but so cute, and it would be great in a kitchen, I think, or I don't know, bookshelf, wherever you would like. But anyways, I have the final reveal coming right up. Let me know what you thought of these and which one was your favorite today. I will be back again on Sunday with another video, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure you give me that thumbs up and comment before you leave. Man, I can't talk tonight. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button before you go. So with all that being said, you guys, I really hope you have a blessed rest of your week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.